Hello everybody, thank you for stopping by. Sorry I'm so late. I thought I'd get this video up a lot sooner. I hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday. I spent a lot of time in the garden this morning. I'm so anxious to get it done. Topsoil's down, so that's good. And let's see what else. I'm simmering blueberries to make some blueberry dye, hoping that I have never done blueberries before, so I'll let you know. So anyway, thank you for returning, and for those that if you are new, thank you, and I hope that I give you some inspiration today, because that's what it's all about for me. So anyway, pardon my desk. It's kind of, I tried to organize so that I'd be ready. So anyway, this is a folio that we started yesterday, and you can go back one video if you're interested in how I put the front, the back, and the inside together. So now we're going to put in some pockets, okay? Oh no. So anyway, last night after I hung up from, or turned my video off, I put in some vellum pockets so that you could see the pattern through the vellum. But then I realized, oh wait, why didn't I print that vellum? It would look so much better, you know, with the printed vellum, I think. I don't know. So anyway, I printed it. I was going to put this right on top of the vellum that's there. And then I have a piece for here and a piece for the other side, and I'll show you why. Okay, and then we have just to put some things in it, and then we'll be done. So let me just show you. I'm gonna go ahead and use the vellum, this vellum, rather than the, dear, I don't know. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this down real quick. And I use Fabri-Tac. I've used Fabri-Tac always on my vellum. It's never ever come off of any of my items that I've used the Fabri-Tac on. So I'm just gonna go down. I hope I'm in frame. I'm gonna move this over to here so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna go along the edges of the vellum. Okay? So I just kind of line it up on my scoreboard. On my mat, because it's so hard for me to see. And I don't want to get too much on there. So I hope you're all having a great day. It is beautiful here today. It's supposed to be beautiful all week. This is a great time of year here. It got hot. That's why one of the reasons why I came in, and John had to go to work, and it just got really hot out. I did harvest some lavender, and so that's pressing. And yeah, so it's been a good day. I did get glue on my mat, but I'll clean that up in 1 second. I'd rather get the glue on the mat than too much glue on my vellum. I only need it on the edge so it won't look messy. And this isn't a very heavyweight vellum. I'd say it's a medium weight vellum. And I'm just going to put it right on top of what I've already done. That goes this way. Shoot. I'm just going to wipe this off. Pay attention, Cheryl. I did it again. Oh, dear. I'm going to wipe that off, and then I'll just glue it from underneath. Dang it. Well, it'll be fine. Okay, it's off. So I'm just going to place this here right on top. And I could have it, well, I could have glued the whole thing down, but if I leave it like this, then there's 2 pockets. So maybe I'll move it down just a hair so that you can see that there's 2 pockets. That's a good idea. I'll move it down just a hair and then just rub it in like that. And then I'll just go underneath here. A real thin line. Should have done that in the first place. It's still in frame. Tried to move my camera up. I noticed that I keep going out of frame. And if any does get on your paper, it comes right off. And if it doesn't, you know, if it gets stubborn, you can just take a little white eraser and erase off any glue residue. Yeah, so that's good. We have 2 pockets now. Don't need 2 pockets really. I mean, I don't, but she might. So, and like I said, this all started with me doing an ephemera holder for my Christmas ephemera that I'm cutting up because I like everything to stay together and I like to be able to just pull things. Otherwise, I'm printing double. I mean, sometimes I print double of things if I want to use 2 of something, but I prefer to just print 1 and then print another if I need it. Okay, so that is down and not going anywhere. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Since that worked, I might as well, right? So just let me line it up. And yeah, I think that looks good. Is that straight? It's not moving, so it has to be. Yep. Okay. Let me just get this on here, matching up here and here. And making sure I don't get in here. And I'll show you why in a minute. It won't take but a minute. So glad you all stopped by. I know that time is very valuable. I'm very happy to be able to start watching videos again and commenting mainly because it's been about 2 months since I've been able to really enjoy videos. I mean, I've been watching them on TV, but it's hard to comment when you're watching on TV. And then my husband had suggested me using my iPad to comment, but then I'd forget my iPad, and then I wouldn't want to go back and get it. And I'm just pressing this down because I didn't get enough glue there. And there's stitching here. I stitched around it last night after I turned off the video. I keep wanting to say after I hung up from you. But same thing, right? So I think I won't need a pocket here because I have a pocket here and a pocket there. So I think that'll be plenty. And I'm just going down the very, very edge of my vellum. I'm just going to go right to there, and then I'll stick my little glue underneath. It dries really fast with the vellum. And I know a lot of people say that the vellum doesn't work for them. And I don't know why, because it's always worked for me. I have ephemera books that I used vellum in that I've had for 2 years that the vellum is still very stuck. And if for some reason your vellum does lift, just put washi tape or, glue washi tape around it, or, some matching scraps. I had scraps from this. I could have, gone around and made a border with the scraps. You could put lace around it if you're worried that, your vellum is going to come up. Or you could use clear packaging tape that would work very well. I know a lot of people use that. So, speaking of packaging tape, my husband, I told you, if you follow me, we've been painting. We've got so much going on, it's ridiculous. We've been painting, and I noticed he had a roll of this yellow tape that he was using. I mean, he had some blue tape, he had some yellow tape, and I'm like, can I have that yellow tape for a second? I'm gonna try something. Well, he's not getting it back. I love it. It's bright yellow, but it's not anymore. Well, it is, but not the whole roll. And it will last me the rest of my career and my life. I'll actually show you a piece of vellum. Well, it's lighter weight than this vellum, but I'll show you a piece that I put down with glue stick. It's never coming up. And I'll do this. I'll fussy cut flowers out of vellum and use them for stickers. And I just put them down with glue stick and they never come up. So I'm just going to go under here just a little. Well, maybe I don't have. Oh, don't have to. It's down. It's not going anywhere. That's it. So now what we're going to do is fill it up and put something in it. So what I decided was this is going to a crafter, somebody who does scrapbooking. She's such a dear friend. And it's for her gratitude journal, for gratitude folio for the month of November. She wants to do November gratitude for 30 days. So this is what I came up with. So here are some of the gorgeous, and I did write down the names of the kits. And they are on sale until October 23rd. Great sale at Raindrop Lila. So I'm using the Timeless Pattern Tall Journal Printables, which are these. And then the Timeless Beauty Tags and Labels, which I'll show you in a minute. Here's some of the tags. And then the Timeless Beauty Ephemera 2, which I'll show you. And then the Timeless Beauty Tall Journal layout pages is what I used for there. Okay. Same thing with this. And I'll show you the other one. Okay. So hold on one second. And I'll leave all that in the description box below. So here, I have these CD envelopes. I have had them for like, I don't know, since we had CDs. And I have a whole box of them. And so I put in a whole bunch of, you know, words for her to inspire her for her writing. And then these are by Ruby and Pearl. They're called Beautiful Words. And they have beautiful sentiments on them. But I shrunk them down to very small, obviously. I don't have the regular size one. But the regular size one is about maybe as big as a journaling card. I think it's about as big as a journaling card. But I keep these, you know, small to use in my journals and, you know, just to give me inspiration for writing and things like that. So I put those in there. And I'll probably put some more words and things in there because I do all my fussy cutting of words. I also have some sentiments I've typed out, which I'll put in there. Some just different things typed out that I'll put in there for her. And then there's more words and stuff in there. But I had this idea for this. But I also had a different idea. So I don't know which idea I'm going to use. Because I had this envelope that I had made a long time ago that was in my stash. And I thought maybe I should put everything in this little envelope. I haven't folded it up yet. I don't know. I think I'm going to fill this up more. So I'll probably leave it in the plastic CD envelope. I think it looks pretty. So let's fill this up, and then I'll show you the last part, which is very simple. I haven't decorated anything. I haven't really done anything. I figured I'd leave that up to her, okay? Now see, this isn't going anywhere. This is down. This is not going anywhere. See? Okay, so for this side, I made some tags. I just shrunk down some journaling cards, which this is the journaling card, and I printed 2 to a page. So you get 4 journaling cards, but I took 4 journaling cards. So I took 8 of the journaling cards and I shrunk them. I just printed 2 to a page so I would get smaller ones so I could put them on the fronts of those tags. Okay, so let's see if they'll fit in this top pocket. Nope. So I'll put the tags down here. Here's another one that I made. And she can write on the backs and do whatever, you know, she wants with them. Let me see if I have any more tags. I know I do. I think I only made 3. I might make some more. And this is a 3rd one. And I'll probably make some more. But that's all I've made so far. So those are those. And then I have some journaling cards. Here. They're beautiful. I don't know if you can see them if I'm holding them up to the camera well enough, but they're just gorgeous. And here's another one, and another, and another, and another. This one is so pretty. Okay, so those are envelopes. So for the journaling cards, I'll put a few in the back pocket up here. And I'll just place them in. I won't get fussy right now. I'll probably get fussy before I send it. And this will go inside of a mailer envelope. I already tried it and fits. Fits fine. And it doesn't weigh hardly anything. So if you wanted to send a gift, you could send it in the mail easily without it, you know, costing you a lot of money. So I'll put those 3 there. I might have more than... I just loved the journaling cards, so I printed all of them. I'll put this one over here. That's 4 and 4. So now she's got 8 journaling cards that she can journal on the back of and write. I could have made this an ephemera book for this journal, no problem. So then over here, I have stationery that I made. So she can write letters either to herself or to a friend, whatever she wants. You know, she can use this for. And I printed this all on linen paper. So, and, you know, it's got backing on it. So it's really pretty. She could even make a journal out of it. Here's this beautiful one that I made the 2 pockets out of, only I put them on cardstock. This is on linen paper. But she's got plenty of room to write. A letter to, you know, a friend, or a letter to herself, whatever she wants to do. And then this is from, I had this already printed. These are lovely florals, but I loved this. And I had it already printed in my large book. And so my large ephemera book that I keep ephemera and paper in for kids. So this is lovely florals. But everything else is timeless tall journal layouts, timeless beauty standard layouts, tags, timeless beauty, timeless beauty, timeless beauty ephemera, timeless beauty tall tags. But I'll leave all the information in the description box below. So the stationery goes right in here. This one's a little bit shorter because I didn't print that full, you know, to a full page. But it doesn't matter. it still looks nice. So here's some stationery or whatever she wants to use it for. And then I left the envelopes open, except for 2. So I left the envelopes open so that she could decide what she wanted to do with them, you know, or how much she wanted to put in them. And I backed them with, you know, something I thought was very aesthetically pleasing to the envelopes. So, and I just used the same one because it was easier when I was printing, you know. So, so those go in here, the envelopes. So now we've got some envelopes, we've got some stationery, we've got some journaling cards, we've got some tags. And then in here, let's see, what did I put in here? Oh, in here, remember I said that I had cut these down to make the tags? Well, these were the ones that were left over. So I thought she could use them, you know, however she wanted to. Because sometimes you just want to write just a short quote, poem, music lyric, you know, what have you. And then these come at the bottom of the tags when you print them. So I place those in that envelope as well. And then she could use the envelope for whatever she wanted. If she wanted to send a note to somebody or gift somebody. And I'll put that envelope over here because that has something in it. This, I'm going to show you what I do. These are the washi strips that you get with the Timeless kit. And I've got 3 washi strips on one, and I don't know why I only put 2 on that one, but I did. But I'll show you how I do that. And I think I only did 2 so far. But these are the spools that come with them. And you can put threads on them. You can put lace on them. I've done 1,000 things with them. But for my journals, to keep from having to have a place to put them after I print them, I wrap them loosely around here. And then I've got my washi tape on spools, and I can just stick them, you know, either in a pocket like this, which you could definitely do, but I'm putting them in this envelope. And I'll show you how easy that is. It's so easy. I mean, I'm sure you already know what I'm gonna do. But all I do is I take some washi strips, I pick the spool. Now, the spool is double-sided. So you get, you know, I think you get 8 spools. So I put them front and back, and then I cut around them, you know, glued it, and then cut around it. And so it gave me, I think, 4 total spools. I'm pretty sure. It did. It gave me 4. I just don't know where the 4th one is. So all I do is I take the washi and I print mine on, excuse me, my hands are so dirty. I'm so sorry. I print mine on label 8.5 by 11 label paper. I have used the clear. I have that as well. But I really do like, for me, I like printing on, I like to see it. When I print on the clear, it's nice for some things, but for other things, I like this. So what I do is I take this and I'll wrap it back like this, and then I'll just place it here and tape it down, right? And then I'll move this back up here like this, and then I'll just snip this so it doesn't stay sticky. And that will peel right off. That'll peel off. But I leave the backing on. So you could print it on the clear. I have the clear, but I like this a lot. And then when I get to the end, I just take it, I peel it back like this. I'm gonna snip that little white piece off. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm gonna pull it here and I'm just going to tape it. And now all you have to do when you want some washi is, this will peel right off. It's very sticky, but it will peel off. I've done it. There you go. See? And then you can just use as much as you want. So these are called, I don't know, washi spools. How's that? So I'll do one more. I always start with this wide end down here. It doesn't really matter where you start. So I'll put this on like here. And I'll roll this back up to here. I'll snip this end off so it sticks just a little bit so I can roll it rather than pulling it. See, I'm not bending it. I'm just rolling it. Like so. Just like, just like washi tape. Comes on a roll. And then I'm just going to peel this back. And then snip it. Snip this wide end off. Snip this here. Just enough so that it will stick down. And there you go. And now you have your little washi spool. And I can put a third one on there, but I'll do that at another time. You don't need to see me putting washi tape on spools. And then I'll use some of the smaller spools and put little, threads and laces and things like that on them. This one. There we go. See how pretty they look? They're just so pretty. I love them. These I didn't stick down. I should have, but it doesn't matter. You can take a bulb pin and put a bulb pin through here and some lace or fabric and pin it to your journal for a person. If you're selling a journal or gifting a journal, you could do that. Pin it, onto a page or what have you. But these are going in here. Just want to get them in here. And I'll do the fourth one after the video. And then I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to close up that envelope and I'm going to stick it right here. So now she has a beautiful ephemera holder. She has beautiful stationery if she'd like to use it. And the last thing I decided at the last moment is she should probably have something to write in, so I made a journal. So that's the journal. Now, I did sew a 3 pamphlet signature because it's very small and it's undecorated. This right here was such a gift. My neighbor next door was at a yard sale and she saw this and she thought of me because, she knows that I do crafts and she thought that I could, glue it on pages or what have you. But it's very heavy. It's, to make jewelry, but I don't make jewelry, so I have no idea how to use it. But she paid 50 cents for it. Look at all of those, and they're gorgeous. I mean, they almost look like diamonds. They're so pretty. So they're rhinestones, and gosh, there's so many. So anyway, what I decided to do was I took, I have some of this silver embroidery floss that I use, quite frequently. I have silver, I have gold, what have you. And so what I did was I took the embroidery floss. This is just my extra piece I didn't use. I always tie it at the top. And then what I did was, let me just untie this. And then what I did was I sewed it onto the thread. In other words, what I did was I put it on, this is wax threaded. It's a pale pink. I mean, if you saw it on the roll, you'd be like, that's not pale pink, that's pink. Oh, no, that's not it. I mean, I think you could probably do this on anything. But what I did was I just put it on you know, wherever I wanted it on to. Actually, I tied the signature in first. And I hadn't thought about this, and I went to do something and saw it sitting on my desk because she just brought it over yesterday. And I thought, I've got to put that on this journal somehow. So I took this, I put my signatures in my journal, and there's lace on the inside, lace on the outside. This is cardstock. And then right in the very middle, I laid a very thin piece of, it's Tyvek, but it's from my packaging, a packaging envelope, which I don't have right here. But anyway, when you get things in the mail, that's Tyvek. So it's never going to come loose. And it's very small. It's only got enough, you know, it's got the 15 pages, 30, you know, pages for her to write in. And it's very undecorated. I just used some baking parchment from my tea staining. I put a little journaling card in here that I had, you know, in my stash. And then there's another tuck spot here. And I always do this on the edge because it gets really crinkly and stuff, and it's just easier to turn. But it's so pretty. I just love it. I love that. And then this is one of the pages from the kit. And then I just put one of my, what I do is I take my scraps when I do any journals, and I will die cut my flowers and things out of my scraps. And that way I don't have just a pink flower or just a green flower. It's just all different colors. I'll put some up here so you can see them. See, this is out of the same piece of paper. I think it's a lightweight card, very lightweight cardstock that I probably cut these out of. I don't remember. I don't think they're all paper. Some of them are. But see how pretty they come out? So you have a whole assortment of colors rather than this is all pink, this is all red, you know. So when you're making a journal, you know, it really matches well. Now this is from my autumn journal, not from this. So, and I have a ton because I just went to town with my scraps before I put them away. This is paper. This was a piece of paper. But see how pretty that is? And you can put it anywhere, you know? This is what I was talking about. This is yellow, very bright yellow tape, as you can see here. But what I've done is, I'll show you. You can probably see it on my mat. I took it, I'm just going to take a piece of it. I took it, can you see that? It's like faux washi tape, and all I did was I took my sepia archival ink and my brush like this, and then I just did this to a point, you know, where I wanted it, and then folded that over so that when I peel it back, I didn't want to do the whole roll at once because, I mean, that's a lot of tape. And I have a piece stuck right here on my desk, so I have it. But that's a big roll. And he said these only cost about $3. And that's, he's used a lot of it. So, yeah, it's yellow. I mean, it's bright yellow. But when I saw it, my first thought was, I wonder if it will take the dye, the ink. And I did, that's why I used the archival ink, so it didn't rub off. You know, I didn't want it to rub off on my hands. And it doesn't at all. It's wonderful. I love it. Best thing ever happened to me. Okay, let's get back to this. All right, so that's the journal. There's some pages in here. This is some of the washi. That's the center. This is another great page. I love this page. I think I have another one already printed because I ran out of ink, but I kept it for scrap. Oh, no. I think I cut it up already. But yeah, this is so beautiful. It's all collaged, as you can see. I love it. And I did put a lightweight cardstock in the middle, and I put a light cardstock for the cover. And then just put lace here. That little thin strip of Tyvek is in the middle, and then I put the lace over it so you couldn't see it. And this little bit is on, this isn't cheesecloth, this is actually on the digital itself. Okay? This is also part of the, probably the Timeless Journal Layouts. Pretty sure that's what that's from. So anyway, that's what I've done. Just put a flower there. You know, made sure that I chose something that she could write on, you know, so that she'd have plenty of writing space for her 30-day gratitude journal. Put a little piece of tape there and a fussy cut flower. And she can decorate this any way she wants. She is a junk journaler, so I'm sure she'll go to town. And look at that. So beautiful. I didn't think I showed you that up close, but it's just with the sunlight coming through the window. It's just beautiful. And then let's see. There she is. And then here's another piece. And then I didn't put anything here. This is printed on that vellum, and I just glue sticked it down so you can see through it. You know, you can see, I don't know if you can through the camera, but I can. You can see through it. So I just used it like a sticker, you know, just to, I don't know, because I thought it was pretty. This comes from the, I think this comes from Neutrals. I think this is one of the Neutrals kit. I'm not sure. It was in my ephemera, so I used it because I liked it. And that's the back. And there's a tuck spot here. And there's also a tuck spot here. I didn't glue it all the way down. And so that's the journal. And I'll show you how I put that on, which was so incredibly easy. So easy. So what I did was I put down, I tied in the signature. And I didn't want to put anything over her because, you know, for a tie or a closure. So I sewed it in so that the threads were on the outside. Then I brought the, you know, the wax thread through this side, both sides. And I took a lot of the wax off, and all I do was I take and, you know, pull it through my fingernails, and the wax comes off so it stays tight. So then what I did was, once it was on there, I took this, I laid it where I wanted it, which was here, onto the thread, okay? I'll show you. I laid it on the thread because it doesn't have anything to really hook it on. So I laid it down on the thread, on the wax linen thread, and then I just took my, let's see if I have it on a needle here. No. Nope. I guess I must have used the whole thing. No, I didn't. Here it is. So I threaded a needle with the, I used 3 strands of the silver, and it's very strong, but I used 3 strands. And then all I did was I laid it down, and I went underneath here like this. And I went over and I tied it. And then I just sewed it on all the way across until I was done. And then I just took my glue just to make sure it would stay. I just took my glue and I kind of put it under there, and I pressed it down and held it for a few minutes, and it's fine. It's not going anywhere. I mean, I don't have any jewelry glue, but I think I'll get some. Because, I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's very tight on there. And I did it probably an hour ago. So, I mean, I laid it down and I just like pressed it, you know, until I knew that it was down there, and then I just left it alone. And just, it's not moving, it's not doing anything. It's on there. So you could do that and put it on anything, and you wouldn't even have to glue it down. I didn't have to glue that down. I just did because I just did. I don't know why I did, but that's the back. And also, this is a hidden pocket. So the digital itself, so when you open the digital, that's what it looks like. But because I had printed this on paper instead of cardstock, because I wasn't thinking, I made an invisible pocket on the back. So the exact same thing is on the back of this digital, only what I did was I glued this right on top of that, didn't I? Yes, I did. So I'll have to fix that, which I can. But this will come out, and this is just a sheet of paper. Let me just see if I did glue it right down. I probably did. I wasn't thinking. That is not supposed to be like that, but I can cut that off. Hold on one second. I'll show you. Oh, it did come up. It's fine. I can just cut that off because I folded it over. So that's what I did with the digital. I made this to go in the pocket, but what I can do now is just cut this off, which is great. I mean, that's fine. I'll just cut that piece off, and I'll glue this back down here after I peel off all the paper. But I won't do it. I won't do it now. That'll come right off. It hasn't been down there very long. And I can just take an eraser and get the rest of that off, and then I'll glue it back down. But this is kind of a faux pocket. So that's how the digital looks, okay? This is exactly how it looks. And what I did was I cut the paper off like this. So this is how it looked. Okay, that was the front. This was the back. I cut it down, and then it will slide. And then I put this on the bottom as a pocket. As you can see inside, it's the same thing. And there's a piece of stationery in there that she can write on. And I will glue that back down and cut that to fit, and it will fit fine, okay? So it kind of doesn't even look like, you know, you'd almost have to know that that was there. But it's just an idea if you ever want to make, you know, a small journal or any kind of journal. I almost forgot it was there. I'm glad I remembered, so I can fix that. Oh, so what am I going to do with this? This is what I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to take this journal, and I'm going to take some ribbon. I'll leave this open for a minute. I'm going to take some ribbon, and I don't know which ribbon I'm going to use. I wanted to use the satin ribbon to hold it in, but I don't know if the satin is going to stay tied. It probably will, and I really love this color. I haven't used it yet, but I love the color. So what I thought, is that too wide? Oh, that might be too wide, but it's so pretty. So what I thought that I'd do is bring this up and around and tie it at the top. But it might be too wide. So let's see what happens. So if you close the journal, now she has a journal inside of her little folio that she can use to decorate her journal with, write letters. I think it's a great gift. I really do. Or something you could even use for yourself. So let's see how this works. I think I'm going to have to use the other ribbon, which is fine. I might even have to use even a more narrow ribbon, but the satin's not going to work, and that's too bad because I love the satin. But that's not going to work, so let's try this. And this might not work either. I might have to use a much narrower ribbon, or I might have to punch a hole here and use elastic, which is fine. Yeah, that'll work. So let me just show you. Let me just get enough here. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this in here. I am going to close it up. And now she can just take it out and put it back in. Once she's done, she could use this as an ephemera holder, or she could put another journal in there and different ephemera, or whatever she wants to do with it. But I love it. And like I said, it was supposed to be an ephemera holder, but with stationery. But I couldn't resist. Like, who can resist? Yeah, that's much better. So now all I'm going to do is bring this around here. And that looks really pretty on the edge of this. That's why I didn't put any lace or anything on it. And I'm going to bring it around like this. Am I in frame? And I'm just going to take it like this. And I am going to probably go around twice because that holds it nice and tight while I tie the bow. So I'm going to tie that nice and tight, hold that journal in there. And that looks so pretty on that edge. I love it. I'll fix it in a minute. Now just hold your finger there. You don't have to because I tied it, you know, I went around twice. Pull this out. And what I might do is double this knot. Just let me see how well the journal's staying in. It's staying nice and good. And like I said, it's already got a 3 pamphlet stitch in it, so it's not going anywhere. And she can slide it in and out very easily. What do you think? Do you like that ribbon? I hope so. I like it. And it closes well, especially, you know, once she ties it. She doesn't even have to tie it once she ties the folio closed. Then it will stay closed anyway. I am so happy with these. You have no idea. I am so happy. And the thought came to my brain so easily, and I was so happy about that. I'll cut these strings a little bit shorter later. So yeah, that fits good. I'm going to leave it just like that, but I am going to tie this double just so that it stays nice and tight. Or maybe I don't have to. I don't think I have to. I don't think it's going anywhere. So I'm just going to trim this up a little bit. Make this a little bit smaller. Oh, actually, what I could do if I wanted to is I could bring it across like this to close up the journal. Ta-ta! Good idea. To tie up the folio? That's a great idea. I just thought of that. Let me just get this even. So that's in the middle of the journal. We already know that. And I'm just going to make sure this is even. I'm going to tie it here. And I always go around twice because it really holds it nice and tight, so I don't have to worry about holding it with my thumb or my finger or what have you. So I'm going to tie it tight, and I'm not going to put a bow or anything there. I'm going to tie it just like this. I don't want to tie it too tight because I don't want to bend the folio, but I want to tie it tight enough to hold the journal in. So I'm going to pull it like this, hold it, and make a knot. There we go. Then I'm going to bring it around. Because I mean, I had thought of a closure, but this is perfect. I don't have to really do much of anything else. I thought I'd put grommets in and just, you know, keep it tied. But this is perfect. And then she could use this again as an ephemera holder. I don't think I forgot anything. I think I mentioned everything so far. So we'll just tie this here. There we go. And we've got, I think I might have tied that too tight. No, I don't think so. That looks very nice. Let me just fix it so you can see the finished. I mean, I could even glue this on here if I wanted to. And I might. That way, the tie will stay on, you know, and it will stay on the edge like this, because like I said, it just came to me. I just don't want to bend that edge. I'm bringing this up over, and then I may run a very small bead of Fabri-Tac underneath that, just so that it stays on the spine like this. See what I mean? Like so. I think I will. I think that will look really nice if I do that. And I'll just run a very small bead of glue to hold that down so that it looks nice and neat. So pretty. I'm very happy with it, and I think she will be too. And it took no time at all to make it. I mean, I was done in an hour. Once I get something in my head, I can really fly. But that's it. So now we have a folio with some stationery in it. If if you're not giving it to a journal maker, I am, so I'll have to cut those strings shorter. So we've got a folio. It's got some stationery in it and some envelopes. She can write letters. She's got tags and cards and 2 pockets here. So if she wants to take everything out and use it for, future ephemera, and have an ephemera holder, put another journal in there. I have to fix that, which I will. She's got some washi tape. She's got tags. She's got little things here. Oh, I know what I forgot. Where's that? Where are my words? My words and sentiments in that plastic folio. Did I put them in here? No. That's strange. I haven't moved. Have I moved? I might have. Oh well, I'll find it. That's weird. What did I do with it? Oh dear. This goes back up here. Maybe if I put something away, it will show up. Anyway, I still have the plastic little folio with the words and sentiments in it, which I'll put right back here. You know, I said I was going to put them in here, but I think I'll just leave them in the plastic. It's clear, so that's part of the problem. There's the words and sentiments. Oh, I see it. I told you. It's clear. So you could, you know, really put it anywhere. Would it fit in this pocket? Yes, it will. Very nicely. Here we go. Or you could put it down here in this pocket. This pocket's empty, so I'll have to put something in there because I feel bad that it's empty. So there you go. You've got washi tape and some extra things to decorate. You've got words and sentiments. You've got journaling cards. She could use this in the journal as different pages and make pockets and things with it. She's got envelopes and more journaling cards up here. And then, like I said, when she's done, she can take everything out, fill it with ephemera, fill it with, you know, whatever she wants, and use it as an ephemera holder. Or make more stationery and keep it, you know, wherever she wants in her craft room or wherever. But this will be her gratitude journal slash, you know, ephemera holder slash stationery folio slash, I have no idea what I'm going to call this when I write in the video. But I hope that you were inspired in some way. I hope that you stuck around until the end. I'll put some pictures on my social media. My YouTube, somebody had asked, is the journal cottage, the journal cottage. And I'll put that information in the link below. And I'll put the design team members again. I did that yesterday. I'd like to start doing that so that you could visit their channels as well. They are just the best. They're so creative. They're so amazing. They're an amazing, amazing group of gals. Very, very talented. And Meredith, I tried to go in and fix your direct link. So I'll make sure I'll put down the direct link today. If it didn't fix it, I'll check it today. But I'll put the correct link in today. I noticed that last night that I put the wrong link in. Okay, so visit everybody on Instagram, and also I'll place pictures of this on Instagram. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you were inspired today. And I'm pretty sure that's all I had to show you and tell you. So be well, be safe. I'm going to put my pin up because I'm going to lose it. Put my silver embroidery floss in my little cup here so I remember to put that away. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm starting a traveler's notebook for my granddaughter. So be sure to stop by. Okay? I'll cut out the pieces today and we'll put it together tomorrow. All right. Until next time, be well, be safe, be kind, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye-bye.